Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to another stream. A little bit, a bit of a change from the schedule. I've decided to do Spitfire. I just really fancy doing this tonight, and getting some more of it done. And I thought, I don't want to wish it away, but I'm really intrigued and interested to know what issue 11 holds for me. So it'd be nice to get that bit done. So tonight we're going to hopefully do issue 10 and 11. And we'll see where it goes. So I've got some co-hosts with me this evening. So I've got Mark's Mods.
So good evening, everybody. Welcome to Horlicks' stream. I'm looking forward to this one. I'm looking to see how Horlicks gets on with issue 11 because we know it's notoriously difficult.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. If I start swearing, then you'll know.
Yeah.
We've got Dave's Hobbies.
Hello, good evening, everybody. Good evening, Horlicks, and everybody out there in Tinterlet land. It's going to be a fabulous show tonight, and it's third time for me. Third time on issue 11, and let's see if we can sort it out tonight. Hopefully, we can. But it also gives me extra capabilities in looking at for it as well. So, because obviously I've got it to do at some point. So there we are. Yeah, looking forward to it.
So you've seen it. You've not done it yet, but you've sat through 3 of these. So you've gone pretty well.
Yeah.
Brilliant. No, that's good. And we've got Geordie Dave.
Evening, everybody. Yeah, the dreaded issue 11. I've built it 3 times.
Yeah.
Knocked up twice, had to buy a new engine and built it again. So,
oh God! So you're a bit of a pro then after doing it twice.
Yeah. So, you find your own way of doing it. I would say that for the magazine, but we'll see how it gets on. It'll be a cracking show, so enjoy, everybody.
I mean, yeah. The only thing that I know about is I have watched it, and I think I've got to the bit where you have to cut these parts off the sprue, and then I think you have to use a blade to then cut through them. And I was like, oh yeah, I don't want to watch anymore. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Just hopefully the glue's going to work for me tonight. That's the point. I need to get that out and give it a good shake. So let's see what comments we've got.
Okay, so we've got Bill with Adrian. Hi all, hopefully be a nice, good show tonight.
Lovely, thank you.
Hello, Adrian.
Hello, Adrian.
We've got Yorkshire Crafter. Hello, everyone. Hi, love.
Hello, Julie.
Hi, Julie.
We've got Dave's Hobbies. Hello, peeps. Hope you're all keeping safe and well.
Hello.
Hello, Dave. We've got Dano Builds. Hello, everyone.
Hi, Dano.
We've got P40F20, Scramble, Eagle Squadron. This may be your toughest sortie yet. Issue 11. Beware the Hun in the sun.
Aye, P40F20.
Hi, P40. We've got Mark's Mods. Hello, everybody. Chocks away.
Hi, Mark.
Hello.
It's awful reading your own comment. And we've got Dave Mack. Hi, everyone. Good luck with your build tonight, Horlicks.
Thank you, Dave.
Fleetwood J, good evening, all. Hope everyone is okay and good luck with your build, Horlicks. Maybe a pot of Valium and a stiff drink to steady the nerves, LOL.
Oh, well, actually, I've got a bottle up here. I could keep it close to me.
Oh, yes.
I'll leave it there with the essentials. No.
Okay, we've got Christine say, hello, everyone. Hope you're all managing to keep warm on this freezing cold night. Hi, Christine.
Hello, darling.
It was freezing today at work. I was in the warehouse. I said to Geordie in the messenger, and it's cold. It was colder in the warehouse than it was outside. It was just mental.
And then we've got Penny's Pit Stop. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Issue 11 is made for Horlicks.
Hello, Penny.
Hi, Penny.
Yeah.
So, it snowed about 3 inches of snow here yesterday, and it froze overnight. And we've had freezing fog as well today.
Yeah,
I had to hike to the post office, but
Oh my God.
well, it's not just a simple round the corner. It's I had to put my hiking boots on. And I've just thought, right, go for it.
Have you got a hiking stick as well?
Actually, I do have a hiking stick. It's
One
really
of them
stout, so.
One of them crampons, and then in the other hand you have a pickaxe.
Yeah. Trust me, the hill I had to go up, it was nearly like that.
Oh, heck.
For the
Yeah.
book, last 7 this morning, it was made just fine.
Yeah, but you know what? I was determined to do it because I've said to the people that's getting something that I've promised to send it to them for ages, and I'm just thinking I've got to get this done. So I just thought this morning, bugger it. I'm sorry, Horlicks, I'm going out.
Cool.
So yeah, went to the shop though, no milk.
Oh.
So I had to go to another shop and get some milk, and I could only get blue top and not green top. So.
Oh, right.
Oh. Well, blue's my milk of choice anyway, so that sounds good. Yeah, I'll just start creaming this a bit, but it's not very good for you though.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay then.
Okay. So we're starting off in issue 10.
Right, let's go for it.
Hitting exhaust and other details. Horse checklist.
Horlicks, don't take put the exhaust pipes back in the parts where you got them from.
Okie doke.
They are in order.
Right.
Right, 10-1, exhaust, L1.
Okay, so I've got a frog in my throat. I believe it's this one. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
2, exhaust, L2.
No, so these are metal, by the way. Yeah, they're all metal pieces. Let me just stop that camera. There we go.
Right. 3, exhaust, L3.
What's that?
4, exhaust, R1.
Oh, I see. They are quite difficult to see. Actually, I think this was part 1, but they're all pretty much nearly the same. But yeah, they're not. There is differences. So yeah, this is actually part 1, and the first ones we showed were 4, 5, and 6. But it looks like that anyway.
I'll go through it properly. 5, exhaust, R2.
There we go.
6, exhaust, R3.
Okay, what's that?
All right. 7 is the connecting pipes.
Wow. Okay, that is these ones.
Yep. 8 is connecting pipes.
Yeah, and I believe that's these ones.
Yeah.
And I can tell because it's got a larger end on there.
Yeah. And 9 is pump.
There we go.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, right, a lot of writing just to do this. Right, number 1. Take the pump, 9. Know that one side is rounded with a centre peg, the other side has short spurs and a shaped central peg. Take the engine assembly from the previous issue and position it upside down. Fit the shaped peg on the port 9 into the matching recess at the back of the supercharger 703.
All right. Okay, so let's do that bit first then. So, this is the engine. And I can see it's talking about this cutout just up here. So I'm going to test fit that. Oh yeah, that fits in there. Lovely. Okay. So we need to glue that in. So I've got my glue glue tray here. And hopefully it's not. I don't know. What the cameras is that a good? Is that too bright or is that?
That's fine, Horlicks. I've got Dave Mack saying, I finally got my Spitfire parts today, starting issue 43 on Monday.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah, I got my Spitfire delivery today. I got 28 up to 40 something, I think it was, or 39 up to 40.
Right, hang on a minute, Horlicks.
Right.
P40F20 says, Horlicks, it's a bit easier to start with the HT leads on the left side of the engine first.
That's when we'll come to the HT leads when I'm one of them, yeah.
Oh, that these, are you referring to these parts, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, and why is, well, obviously, not got quite there yet, but when we get there, I will ask you, well, why? So, okay,
I think what it is, Horlicks, if I remember correctly, the HT leads on the left side are easier to put in than the right side. In the magazine, it tells you to do the right side first, but if you do the left side first, it gives you practice on them so you can do the right.
Okay.
Okay, right. The pipes attached to the pump are angled across the sides of the engine. When you're happy with the fit, apply a little super glue to the peg and fit the parts in place. Then it says 2. Turn the engine on its side so that you can access the right engine side cover.
Oh, one sec.
Are you
Sorry.
not still on it?
Still trying to get this bit glued in.
Oh, sorry, I was watching the screen.
That's all right. I've got the same problem with glue. Like, it's too big for the hole, so it doesn't want to glue to a surface. So I've had to put some glue on the top.
P40F20 says yes, those, and he's also said, yeah, that's it, Mark. What I said about the practice on the left side.
Right.
We've got a few minutes to dry.
Okay, I think that's in for the moment. So yeah.
Right, so 2. Turn the engine on its side so that you can access the right engine side cover 601. The right-hand pipe of port 9 fits into the hole in port 601 as indicated by the yellow line. Apply a little super glue and fix in place. It's not easy to see that through.
Okay, so I can see, yeah, there's a gap just down in there, and it's going to be really hard to see. See if I can get you some good light. Just there, there's a hole.
Oh, yeah. See now, black on black, that's the problem, isn't it?
Mm.
I'm going to hold that in and then give that a bit of a test fit.
You've almost thought they should have made that in a separate little colour to make it easier, that hole or the end of the pipe.
So I'm guessing that is only going to go in so much because obviously that's as far as it wants to go in.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I need to try and get some glue on that.
I'll tell you one thing, I think when this model's complete, Horlicks, you'll go through all them cocktail sticks you bought.
Yeah, I think so too. I think, I'm seeing that I've got enough now, but
Oh, just remind me, I'm at the range tomorrow. I'm going to get some.
so now that's glued. I'm just going to hold that in place for a moment.
So, Dado, if you're listening on there, we can arrange tomorrow night make cocktail sticks.
Put it on your shopping list.
Tell that electrical device in the corner to order you some.
Yeah. Or just the only thing I wish is this glue would, like, when you glue in anything, this glue just like, that's it, it's glued straight away. But with this, you really have to hold it for a while before it'll even set.
Yeah.
Mm.
Funny stuff is glue, isn't it? On different materials. They'll probably stick all of a sudden.
Yeah.
No.
I think that's where people are at a disadvantage when you're live building. It's waiting for this glue to set, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the thing. Although, Mark, yours didn't do this, though, did it? You used the other glue, did it?
I use that glue it from the range, and it's blooming brilliant.
Because I tried that last week and it didn't seem to work for me.
Try it again. Jordy Dave, you swear by that stuff now, don't you?
Yep.
Are you on the Gorilla Glue then tonight, Horlicks?
Yeah, and I've given it a really good shake.
Yeah.
I'm going off that one. I started doing like you going off that.
No.
The problem is you've got to be careful. The more glue that you put on, the longer it takes to dry.
Yeah.
But we're in no rush.
No rush.
This this model, is one of them where you have to take your time and enjoy it.
Yeah. I think that's why I'm looking forward to it so much when I get my Routemaster finished. I'm looking forward to making a start and just chilling out one day and just building and seeing how far I can get with maybe a couple of hours and see, without rushing. I could do with some R&R.
We haven't really been able to do your buses, have you, Dave?
No, no, I haven't been able to do them yet. So I haven't been able to finish them off.
Well, that's been fun, isn't it? That's great.
Yeah. Absolutely can't paint anything in this weather, and so no, I suppose it's a bit depressing, really, because you want to be on with them and you can't. So
especially for the things that relax you.
Yeah.
That's why I like doing my pre-recorded videos, because I can take my time.
Yeah.
With it.
Yeah, I thought about doing some pre-recorded stuff. At some point in the future, I think.
Yeah. But yeah, I found I could take my time, I could just relax, and yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's in now.
Okay, 3. The left-hand pipe of port side 9 has to be fitted under port E and then fit into the recess in the underside of the left engine side cover 6-2 as indicated by yellow arrows. Apply a little super glue to the end of the pipe and fix and paste. Yeah, this one's a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, it's going to go under there and then into that little hole.
Okay.
See, up there.
Penny's Pit Stop says, Horlicks, I get great results with Gorilla when I squeeze a bit out on the tray and don't use it, then squeeze another bit out and use that. I think it separates in the nozzle. I automatically corrected that without even thinking about it. Tray, not try. And Fleetwood J says, what about super glue activator to help?
Yeah, there is that as well.
Yeah.
Let's right. Okay, so I need to leave that there. Let's try that. So that does make sense, actually. Yeah, because obviously it sits in the nozzle, doesn't it? So I've squirted quite a bit out there. So let me squirt another bit. Let me give it another quick shake. I have got a brand new bottle of this, so maybe it's just past its best, but it's not been sitting around for a long time. Like this, where you need like
a
lot of hands.
Yeah, that's where a little bench vise would come in, perhaps, to hold things.
I have one. Actually, I think you got it from me, Horlicks, out my wish list.
Oh yeah, the yellow one.
It's a grey table vise. And it just works on suction cups.
I've got one that you screw to a lump of wood
I've got one.
via a clamp.
I've got one you screw to your table.
Yeah.
So you never sit on the top.
And if I remember correctly, I did actually use it while working on the Spitfire engine.
Yeah, I think you did, Mark. Yeah, I think you did.
But it's in position. I'm just going to hold it.
Right. Well, when you hold this is why you're going to make a decision. Well, I'm going to go to step 4, which is then things, or you're going to do the other things first, but I go down to step 7.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard that it's easier to do the other side first. So yeah, let's do what P40 recommends.
Well, jump down to step 7.
Yeah, everything that he suggests is always a good suggestion. So
yeah.
Yeah, no, that hasn't worked. It's still a bit loose. I'm actually right. Let's scrap that. There's not much left in it anyway. I'm going to get a brand new bottle.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, and give it a good shake, Horlicks, and then see what happens.
If I can find it. Oh, there it is. Right.
You had it the other day, Horlicks.
I've got a brand new bottle. Let's see if this makes any difference.
It's never been on a man's back. No, it's never been on anybody's back.
Because this glue was brilliant to start with, and maybe it is just getting old where the air's got to it. So, in the name of science, let's.
Yeah.
Because everything's glued on this.
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? I mean, everything on the Routemaster is pretty much screwed on, but everything on this is glued on, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't think you touch it. It's screwed out. You start properly.
There's not very many screws in it.
Well, it feels runnier. Right, that is shaken.
Not stirred, Mr. Bond.
Yeah, shaken, not stirred.
Well, that's in. That's in. Right, okay. So let's leave that there. Sorry, so unorganised.
That's all right, Harley.
want to get something to get the glue out of that tray.
Can't you just use a new tray?
I could do, but I haven't got. Oh yes, I have. I was going to say I could do, but I haven't got one. But I have because we've just opened an issue. So I'm going to get rid of them. Brand new shiny tray. Shiny new cocktail stick.
Wow, no expense spared.
So, right, let's. So we need to be moving on to step 7, is it?
Yep, step 7. Right, let's carefully turn the engine over. Position the pipes 10 weight along the side of the engine. Identify the peg on the side assembly CD fitted in issue 9 circled. Fit the socket on the end of the port, turning it over the peg, glue in place.
Okay, so I think we're referring to this
Yes, you are.
here.
There we go.
Now there's a little bit of flashing on there, but I think I'm going to leave that because surely that's going to help in holding that in when it sits over it.
Well, that's why you dry fit it first.
Yeah. Okay. So then we need. Okay. So that's this part here with the larger end. Okay, let's see how this fits then. Yeah, it's a fairly nice fit actually.
I see. Need to glue that.
So that can be held into place.
And it says, if you want to dry fit the other port, it says fit the black port of the connecting pipe, tight onto the brackets on the side engine cover. When you are happy with the fit, glue in place.
Ah, okay, yeah, I see. So, take that off, that's fine. So, that goes onto that post there. And then in here, you've got, these channels here and here, where that is going to sit into. So, let's start one thing at a time. Let's put some glue, new glue in here. Well, that does actually look a lot better. It looks clear rather than slightly clouded. So for this, I'm actually going to put the cocktail stick in the hole. And then while I'm here, I'm going to put the glue in those channels while I can get access to them.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And then we just cross fingers.
Just got a little bit more chat. Matthew Barham, evening all. Spitfire 10 and 11 are the next ones I need to get.
Hi, Matthew.
Hi, Matthew.
Hello, Matthew.
Yeah, we're trying to be extra quiet, Alex, so that you can concentrate, but we realise that it's, very intricate work you're doing at the moment.
I remember doing all this. It's nice to see it being done again, though.
Yeah.
Well, in the name of science, my glue was off because that's just stuck straight away.
Excellent.
Right. Identify the pairs of small sockets on the side of the engine block, 303. Check the fit of the ends of the silver portion connecting pipe, 10-8, in the sockets. When you are happy with the fit, glue in place. Switch it over back up to 4.
Okay, so I'm guessing this is it's not really a set way that these have to go in. Just
glue them in.
Just let it. I suppose just let it sit the way it wants to sit.
Yeah.
Right, let's have a go at this glue. Look, even the cocktail stick's sticking to the tray.
Oh, it's wicked, then.
Your glue must have been off.
I tend to find when the glue goes like very stringy, it's on its way out.
Yeah, I mean, I've never had anything. It's not stringy, but it's just.
But you said it discoloured, wasn't it? So
Yeah, it was slightly discoloured.
maybe that's how it would for glue.
I'm gluing all of these now, so that my thinking behind it is the glue will go tacky. So now we can just work on. Hopefully it's not too blurry. It's difficult to get it to.
It's fine, Horlicks.
Okay.
Like I always say, whatever's best for you, you're the builder.
Yeah, I go straight in.
Matthew Barham says, already have parts for 12 and 13, then I can complete issues 34 and 36.
Let me some more glue.
Okay. Well, I was actually watching Penny's latest video last night about painting the cockpit details, and wow, what a fabulous video that was. I got about halfway through, and then I stopped it and actually I thought, well, I'll go back to it when I feel more like watching, because I was really tired. And the little parts that she's painting is absolutely fabulous. So anybody watching, head over to Penny's Pit Stop channel and watch the one on the painting the cab parts, the cabin parts of this Spitfire. She's actually putting a lot of work into it. Well worth watching.
Yeah, I've seen that one. I've seen her do the wheels as well. Fantastic job on the wheels. So we know that character now.
P40F20 says the gel type Gorilla glue does not go stringy. The brush type Gorilla does get very stringy.
Yeah,
right.
I've got some of that, and yeah, it's really stringy already.
And that's where they leave little glue trails across everything, isn't it?
So I mean that they've just gone straight in. Now they're not quite uniform, but when they're dried, I could probably manipulate them wires, the cables a little bit better.
Well, you got to think no HT lead would have been the same on an engine.
Yeah.
No.
There we go.
It's more natural, yeah.
Here then, we're now flicking back up to part 4. Take part 10.7, which has a peg on the end inset. Identify the socket circle on the side of the detail AB fitted in issue 9. Position the pipes 10 and 7 along the side of the engine arrow so that you can fit the peg on the end of the pipe into the socket to replace. I might as well say, as of before, identify the two brackets on the underside of the right side engine cover circled, fit the black parts of the connecting pipes into the brackets. When you were happy with the fit, glue in place.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that fits in nicely actually. So I'm going to put some glue in there, and then again, I'm going to glue the channels. I find that easier. Then I can then line up, because you can see there's a notch where it will go over the pipe we previously glued.
Yep.
Push that in, and then lay that across there, and that's pretty much stuck straight away. That. Okay, that's it.
Right, and as of before, identify the pair of holes on the engine block. 07, that the silver connecting pipes 1007 would fit into blue lines. Apply a little super glue to the pipes and fix in place.
Okay, let me start with the first hole. Now, I was putting glue in all of them, but I'm not going to do that because it was drying really quick and it didn't really work out for me. So I thought by putting them in and making it tacky, it would help, but it hasn't really.
Penny's Pit Stop says, I tried the brush on one. I'll never touch it again. P40F20 says, the brush type Gorilla Glue I think is rubbish. And Matthew Barnes says, I'm out of all-purpose glue.
It's really surprising, isn't it? How this glue just, when it goes off, it just doesn't work.
Yeah.
I think it's easier for me to use my hand rather than tweezers, to be honest. See that? That's stuck in.
You'll be able to perform surgery after this.
Yeah, brain surgery.
It makes it so much more enjoyable. Well, it was enjoyable anyway, but it makes it that even more enjoyable when the glue works.
Yeah.
It's really strange.
Makes life easier when the glue works.
Okay, last spark plug going in.
What's the firing order of a Spitfire? Does anybody know?
6, 4, 5, 2, 1, something.
Well, where does 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 cylinder come in then, Horlicks?
I don't know. I don't know.
Now, I actually don't know without looking it up. So
That one doesn't want to go in. unfortunately. So I need to get out my needle file.
You get one, don't you?
Very carefully, just open that hole a tad. Yep. Reapply the glue. And there we go.
Okay,
Right.
we're going to move on to part 10, but before we do that, we're going to read a tip out so all can. Tip. Take time to identify the exhaust ports 10, 1, 10, 6. L1, L2, L3, R1, R2, R3 are shown in the photograph.
Okay, so let's get the. I won't take them out because they're in order as Mark said, but I need to work out which side's the left and which side's the right. So right, I have actually. No, I haven't. Yes, I have. I've actually got a Sharpie now. So this is right and this is left. And I know that because by looking at the manual, if you turn that round, it's got the same shape. So there's there. So these are the left and they're the right.
Okay. Okay, then step 10. Identify the port 1003 L3. Head to the end of the exhaust shaft, fit into the two holes at the rear of the left-hand side of the engine block.
Okay, so let's test fit that. So we're looking for L3, which is left up the top here. So that will go in like so. Does that look all right?
It says then take port L2 and fit it next to port 10.3, depends on port 10.2, fit the engine block on the hood. The hooded end fits over the front of port 10.3.
The firing order of the cylinders was 1A, 6B, 4A, 3B, 2A, 5B, 6A, 1B, 3A, 4B, 5A, 2B.
Wow. So they didn't actually call them 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 cylinders then?
Yeah. And the same engine was in a Hurricane as well, so.
Right, then
Yeah.
it goes, fit
And
port,
the like.
fit port 10.1 L1 at the front of the engine block. Again, pegs fit into the engine block at the rear. And the rear port of 10.01 covers the nose port of 10.02. When you are happy with how the ports fit together, glue them in place in the correct order.
Okay, so that's what we look like. So I'm happy with them. So we're going to put them back in order on the table. What did you do? Did you just glue the pins on the engine, or did you actually glue? Did you put some glue on this part where it overlaps?
I just put super glue in the holes on the engine on mine.
Yeah.
Okay, a little bit more chat. Matthew Barnes says, I had a delivery yesterday. One parcel Spitfire 6, 7, 8, and 9. Still to do issue 9 and 35, 36, 37, 38. And he says, I actually had 2 parcels. Fleetwood J says, Mark, it sounded like you were calling bingo numbers. LOL.
So have you got a model bench, Matthew Borum, or are you doing it on the dining room table?
All right. There we go.
Okay. 13. Turn the engine around, take ports 10, 6, or 3, and check how it fits in the rear 2 holes in the engine block 307. The shaft of the exhaust should always be at the top.
Okay. Yeah.
Right. Take R2 and fit in the front of port 1006 so that the hood covers the nose port.
Yep.
Finally, take port 1004 or 1 at the front of the engine block.
Yep.
Right now, it says note that the silver connecting pipes fitted in steps 6 and 9 are beneath the shaft of the exhaust. When you are happy with the fit of the last 3 exhaust ports, fix them in place by applying a little glue to the pegs on the ends of the shaft. Remember to fix them in correct order.
All right.
Matthew Borum says, I'm using my bed. Fleetwood J says, still no news on my Fiat build, but Renault 4 got 3 issues coming.
Oh.
You may find your bed a bit too spongy to work on.
Yeah.
Just a bit of information on this Spitfire engine. It was first run on the 15th of October 1933, and 149,659 were built.
Oh my God, that's a lot.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay, completed work. A pump connection, pipes, and exhaust sections have now been fitted to the engine. Does that look brilliant?
Looks
Wow.
beautiful.
Go full view on that one again. There we go.
It's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting them issues again, just to build to have a new side.
Yeah, have it on a stand, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be a nice idea. You could maybe drill a hole through here, and then you could have it sitting on a metal pole and not have a floating engine, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, really happy with that, and even more happy in how the glue works. Yeah, I mean, they're solid already.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, coming into your next issue are the details for the engine and supercharger. Plus pipe for the top of the engine block.
Right. So this is the issue.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
I know what to do.
Thank you. Go on, Mac.
Oh, sorry, I was just singing away.
I know
Sorry,
what you were
you
saying.
say issue 11 of the Spitfire and the Death Star music comes into my head from Star Wars.
Absolutely. Right. Okay. So this is issue 11, the famous issue 11, working on the oil pipes and the nose frame. And in this issue, Horlicks, we have a correction sheet. And the correction sheet gives you added extra parts in this issue to improve the fit of the engine. Unfortunately, the issue was printed and the blister pack was made before the part was ready. Please follow steps 1 to 12 in the magazine and these instructions from step 13 onwards. So we mustn't forget that. So if I do happen to forget, because I'm not perfect, you'll have to remind me. So, right, let's go. Parts checklist then, Horlicks.
Okay. I'm just going to get rid of
Just
this.
before we go, Matthew Borum says, anyone seen Goodnight, Mr. Tom? I think there was a Spitfire in that. Penny's Pit Stop says, Horlicks, wait till you have built issue 11 before saying building another is a good idea. And then I like this one. P40 F20, Tally-ho, Eagle Squadron. The enemy is in sight, issue 11.
Absolutely. Yes, sir. Right.
Yeah. I just got that, Penny. As we said, yeah, we could build another engine. Yeah, we'll see. No,
Okay.
I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah, just let's take our time and see
That's what
how
I
far
said.
we go. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, we're all, that's the key, isn't it? Everyone's saying take the time. Well, I'm just going to put this correction sheet, step 13, under the next issues. Okay.
Okay, so parts checklist then, Horlicks. 11.1 is the oil pipe. And that is
Right,
a black pipe, I believe.
11.1 is an oil pipe, which is this one.
A black pipe. Yes, that's correct. Yeah. Bit of plastic, is it?
Yes, that is plastic, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So 2 is end of oil pipe. And that's in a little U-shaped cradle.
Oh, wow. That's it. Oh, yeah, that's a screw, isn't it? So that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So 11.3 is a frame with oil pipe connectors. The dreaded connectors.
There
Okay. And then 4 is pipe connections. So
Okay.
4 is, yeah, that's correct.
Looks like a spider. Oh,
Oh God, where did that go?
it jumped like a spider as well, just over here.
Yeah, it's alive. They haven't killed it yet.
It didn't go far, but yeah.
Okay, so that is pipe connections. So 11.05 is copper pipe, and 11.06 is copper pipe, but there is a difference between each copper pipe. So let's pick out 11.05 first. And
Yeah.
if you look at it carefully, you might have a more of an angled dog leg on it than what you do on the other one.
Yeah, definitely. There's more of an angle in that part.
Yeah, there's more of a back dog leg on that than there is on the other one, isn't there?
So that will go like that because I'm looking at the image. And you've
Yes.
got the pin on the right hand side facing down. So if
Yeah.
I do, so that's going to be
Yeah.
in that orientation.
So that's 1105, and then 1106 is the other one, Horlicks. Copper pipe.
Yeah.
Okay. Are they actually copper or are they plastic?
No, that's like a soft plastic, very soft plastic.
Ah, yeah. Jolly good. Okay. Then 1107, it's front frame right.
Okay, so that will be.
It's like an upside down V.
1107, I believe, is this one here.
Yes, it looks that one.
Oh, I think they're metal.
Yeah.
I think they are, yeah.
Yeah, that definitely looks like the part.
That's surprising.
Yeah, so that's 1107.
Okay.
1108 looks like an N backwards way on. So
looking at the details,
yes,
I think it's that one.
I do believe it's that one. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So 1109 is another front frame left.
That one.
Yeah, that's the one. And 1110 is the rear frame, which is the other one in the shape of an N. Yep, that's correct.
Yes, and the other way you can tell is by this piece here, because if you compare them, even though they're very similar shape, and obviously we can tell by the detail, it hasn't got this piece here.
It hasn't got that bit on, yeah. So that's 1110, that one. Okay, and then we've got a tip, and it says that read through steps 1 to 10 before starting the assembly. You will need tweezers to manipulate small parts. Okay, it doesn't actually tell you that you might need a craft knife as well, but there we go. I mean, at least we do know that, don't we? So,
and I was organised, and I've got a brand new blade ready to change that.
Jolly good show, chaps. Okay, so when you're ready, we'll go for step 1.
Okay.
Okay. Dun, dun, dun. Is there any step, Mark?
Just one. Fleetwood J, get the Valium and a weed ram or a bottle of Scotch ready.
A wee dram of whiskey, is it?
Oh dear. I'm nervous for Horlicks and I'm not even doing this.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know what I've got to be nervous about. I'm calm as a whistle at the moment.
Yeah, look at that, yeah.
Get the caramel wafers at the ready.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so step 1. Isn't this thrilling? Step 1. Take the frame 1103. Check the numbering of the pipe sections. Note the way that the pipes are attached to the rings. Cut the pipe 1 from the frame, ensuring that you include the end connections. Cut where the dotted line is. Use a sharp craft knife to cut through the ring on the side opposite to where the pipe are attached below. So basically, Horlicks, it's cutting one of them off. So number 1 on the sprue, where it's giving you a red dotted line.
Just be very careful when you're cutting these Horlicks. I would advise using a craft knife than your sprue cutters.
And I believe that this is a rather difficult job to do when they're off the sprue. So I do believe someone has tried cutting the pipes while they're still on the sprue. So cutting through the rings on the end while they're still on the sprue. So it's entirely up to you which way you do it.
Oh, I don't know. I'm nervous now. You've all made me nervous.
No, just take all Horlicks. Just take your time. Double check where you're cutting, double check again, and then cut it.
Right, let me just sort this blade out.
Okay, yeah, because it's check twice and then cut once.
Hey, what magnifying goggles?
No, I've got my glasses on. It's got that bad.
Do you want to bring up the chat, Mark?
Yeah, P40F20 says you can put away the copper pipes and the engine bearers not used in this issue. And Penny's Pit Stop says, I cut the rings on the sprue.
Ah, there you go. You see, there's 2 methods that I've seen do this.
Right, I've got a new blade on.
Okay.
So let's cut sprues then. Let's cut rings if that's recommended. I can see how that's easier because then it won't go pinging off. So
yeah,
let's go forward then to where we need to cut. Does it say? Is that on this? Oh yeah, I see.
Okay. So well, my suggestion then is if you're going to go that way, which is in my estimation the best way, is to cut all the rings while they're on the sprue, and do that now. So the front edge of the ring towards you, yeah, that's it. Take your craft knife and cut through half of the ring, so it leaves 2 open ends on your ring.
So like so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a straight cut. I'm hoping that won't matter too much.
Well, the idea is, Horlicks, is that these little rings have to go over the black oil pipe in a sequence. And so you're just literally slipping them over the pipe. And because you cut the ring, they should slot over the pipe better than what there would be if there was just a ring.
I see, yeah, I get it.
Watch and learn, people, watch and learn. Fantastic.
Right, let's stand down.
Okay, so we're now really on to step 2. But in actual fact, we've done a little bit more than step 2.
Actually, he needs to cut off pipe 1 first.
Yeah, you do, yeah.
Right, I'm just going to bring the light in so I can see what we're doing. Because, yeah, you've got this bit here, so you can't see. But obviously, we've got to cut further up because we need to have a peg.
You need to have 2 pokey out bits on the end, yeah.
So, I'm going to cut off with a sprue cutter right up the top. Just so I can get it more flat to the table.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And then that's left with these knobbly bits on it. And then I can
just trim them off. And that should leave you with 2 pokey out bits on the end. And then that'll allow you then to put them pokey out bits into a hole. Yes, that's the way. That's the way the cookie crumbles.
Does that look good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super.
Or do you reckon they're too long? Can they be too long?
That I'm not sure of. It just depends on if they will fit into the holes that they're meant to go into.
Okay. Right then.
Okay, so do you think we ought to move on to step 2?
Yes.
Okay, step 2 then, which is going to be a little bit more complicated, but I'm pretty sure that you'll pick up what we need to do. So wrap the open side of the ring of part 1 around the flat indent in pipe 1101, ensuring that the pipes of part 1 lie along the upper side of pipe 1101, as shown. Note the angle of the pipe. See also step 4. Use tweezers to squeeze the cut edges of the ring on part 1 together again. 1 by 1, cut the remaining pipe sections 2 to 6 from the frame 1103 and wrap them around the indents in pipe 1101 in the order shown, with the fine pipes running along the top of part 1101. Then there's a tip, and it says to ensure the fine pipes 1 to 6 are of the right angle and don't get in the way. When fitting the fine ends, you may find it easier to fit pipe 1101 to the top of the engine first. See steps 4 to 5. Then fit the parts from frame 1103 one at a time and fix the ends of the fine pipes of each part as described in steps 6 to 9 before fitting the next one. Heck.
Wow.
Just got a little bit of chat. Matthew Bourne says, I use a small straight edge screwdriver, the kind you get in Christmas crackers. And Penny's Pit Stop says, ignore the magazine orientation, hold it upside down.
No one like this. So wow.
So you're a little bit off camera there, but number 1 obviously goes near the bend.
So what I did, I remember I got some tweezers to open up that hole, to open it up a little bit, and then tried to get it over. But it's whatever works for you, Horlicks.
I would have thought that once you can get it on, can it actually turn round, or does it get?
Yeah, it does. Once it's on, it doesn't matter which way it is. It matters when it goes on to when the pipes go onto the engine.
Yes,
but at the moment, it doesn't matter which way they are on.
Yeah.
If they're dangling down, sideways, anyway, as long as you get them on. But then you just need to make sure they're in the right place when you put the pipe onto the engine.
Yeah.
So that's the first one.
Yeah.
Jolly good. Okay, so as per the magazine, it's just a case now of going from sections 2 to 6 along the frame as you go. So next one would be number 2 to cut off the sprue. And not forgetting, of course, Horlicks, that we have to get a small pair of pliers to nip them onto the pipe in the proper orientation when we finish this step.
Yeah, I haven't got any pliers, but I did shut them with my.
Yeah, you can squeeze them together. It's quite flexible.
But as you go along, Horlicks, things are going to start to get a bit more fiddly as it goes along.
Okay.
Just going to have a cough.
Okay, that's 2 of them on.
Okay. So in the same way, you now next number 3.
Oh yeah, that's further down the sprue, isn't it? I was going to say it was this one, but that's number 4. We want this one here.
Number 3.
Yeah, number 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry. On the sprue, it's 1, 2, 4, 6. Then it goes
Yeah.
back to 3. So
Yeah.
this one here.
Yeah. And that's rather interesting too.
A very well-known YouTuber got that wrong. He cut them off the sprue like they were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh heck.
And put them on the pipe that way. But then went, oh well, it doesn't matter. It looks okay anyway.
Okay. Then number 4.
And then number 4, yeah. And then number 5. It's like shelling peas now, isn't it?
So yeah, I'm using that trick. So I've got closed tweezers. When you run it up, it opens.
Ah, yes.
And then I can then place that in.
And then give it a nip, yeah. Okay, and then finally, number 6.
Okay.
Super duper. Super duper. Well done.
I think that looks okay. Just looks a bit of a tree at the moment, but yeah.
That deserves a chocky bicky, does that?
Oh, okay.
Okay, so step 3 then. Step 3 is cut part 1102 from its frame as indicated by the dotted line inset. Smooth any roughness off the cut edge. Check the fit of part 1102 over the end of the pipe 1101 above. When you are happy with the fit, glue in place.
Now, I do believe P40F20 says don't do this stage. That part needs to be directly glued onto the engine. It's easier if you glue it onto the engine first and then put the pipe in it.
Okay. Right, we'll cut this off.
Please correct me if I'm wrong, P40F20.
Such a long time ago, I can't remember.
With P40F20's advice, good advice always stays with me.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Horlicks, if you do step 5 and place that black bit onto the engine.
Right, okay.
Yeah, P40F20 said correct.
So,
Yeah.
that little black piece is going to be glued into the engine first.
Right.
And I'm guessing, is this hole in the centre here?
Yes.
Yes, you're correct. Yeah.
Do you want to read out step 5, Dave?
Yeah. Step 5 is at the same time, fit the square peg on part 1102 into the hole in the top of the large pipe 995, as indicated by the yellow line. When you are happy with the alignment of all the pipes, glue in place.
Like you say, good advice always stays with you.
Yeah. Yes, indeed.
I sometimes think we'd be lost without P40F20 on some of these builds. We really would.
I certainly think we would be, yes.
You know.
Well, that went in, but that was really quite a tight fit.
Needs to be.
Yeah, you've got quite a bit of pressure on it when you put that pipe in and mess around with them little line pipes.
P40F20 says, I studied the parts and the instructions for 3 days before I committed to build this issue.
Yeah, I don't blame you because there's so much going on. So much going on.
Okay, that is in.
Shall we give it a second to glue?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean it is a very tight fit, but yeah, we can go
Oh,
through the next part.
okay. So I do believe then, Horlicks, we're on to step 4, which is a step back from where we was.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. So in step 4, it says position pipe 1101 along the top of the engine so that you can fit the square end of part 1101 into the hole in the back of the assembly AB, fitted in issue 9. Do not glue at this stage. The fine pipes 1 to 6 run along the top of the engine.
Right, that don't glue. Completely ignore that. Glue it.
Right, so I need to turn these all round because they need to sit on the top of the engine, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
If I can.
Yeah, I think it's a case of you need 3 hands, don't you?
Definitely.
Unfortunately, Horlicks, you're about 350 miles away.
Wow, okay.
Oh, camera's frozen now. That's back now.
Well, I'm gluing.
Yeah.
That is a really nice fit. I've just got some more glue coming out.
Okay.
I think that's what Penny ended up phoning me up about. It says not glue, but what do I do? And I just said, I think I was driving at the time. So I had her on speaker and just said, ignore the instructions, glue it. Once that that's glued, Horlicks, then you need to get the other tip of the oil pipe in the peg that you glued onto the engine. And then that totally holds that pipe in place.
Just sorting out with oil pipes.
Yeah.
Is that e-glue as well?
Yes.
Right, so I might do that then now while there's a bit of flex.
I think that's a good idea.
I think you're doing really well, Horlicks.
Right, so that is now. If I can get this to focus.
Yes.
That's in up there.
Yeah. And you've got it in down at the bottom.
That is a perfect fit in there.
Jolly good shirt. Okay, so we've done step 4, we've done step 5.
Okay.
So step 6. Whew, right, okay. So step 6, the free ends of the first pair of pipes. 1. Fit into the holes in the top of the parts 901 and 902, close to the ends of the pipes 908 and 909. Use tweezers to fit them in place. Apply a tiny drop of super glue to the ends of the pipes and hold in place while the glue dries.
Okay.
And I do believe there are only little indentations that they actually go into.
Yeah. It's going to be hard to. Well, you can't really see them ones in there, but they've just got these little squares that they go into.
Yes.
Well, let's go for it.
Okay. So this is going to be very, very difficult to do, Horlicks, and just take your time. I was going to say, while you're doing that, we'll have a party if you want.
This is the bit most people are having trouble with.
Yeah, it's very, very fiddly. Very fiddly
Right.
indeed.
That's one in.
Okay, jolly good.
A fresh cocktail stick for this.
Geordie Dave did this 3 times over.
I think you just like making an engine up, didn't you, Geordie?
Yeah.
I like me, Geordie Dave, being a glutton for punishment.
The problem I had was just really bad lighting.
Yeah.
I was doing it under an old light I made when I started when I started making videos for YouTube.
Yeah.
And it just wasn't the great. I mean, if I had the light I have now, which is proper studio lighting, I probably could have completed it, but it.
See with me, lighting and poor eyesight. Combined makes it harder. Black on black is just murder.
So is that number 1 you've got in then, Horlicks?
Yes.
Okay. Shall we move on to number 2?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, well that's step 7 is 2 and 3. So the ends of the pipe of sections 2 go over the pipe of section 3 before fitting into the holes in part 901 and 902 inset. As before, apply a little super glue and hold in place. And there is a blown up picture of 2 going over number 3.
I see. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. So that goes down there and into there through over them. Yeah, that's cool.
Wow.
Okay, that is that step done.
Jolly good. Okay, so step 8, and fix the ends of pipe section 3 into the next pair of holes in parts 901 and 902. The ends of the pipe section 4 go over pipes of part 5 before being fixed in place below, and there is a bigger picture below of how they fit, Horlicks. So 4 goes over 5 by the looks of it. So there's section 3 pipes to go in, and then there's 4 goes over 5.
Oh yeah, it does. But that's up here. I'm still. Have I missed a bit? Should I have done this as well on the part of the last step?
No, that was in that step. That Dave just read out, it was to put pipes 3 into the next set of holes.
Which I think you've done, haven't you?
Oh, actually, yeah. This one
Right.
next into there, and then that will go under there into there.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Yeah, you got to put pipe 3 in both holes before you move on to pipe 4.
Yeah. There's like a slight gap between 3 and 4, isn't there?
Mm.
There's a bit of chat come up, Mark.
Yeah, we've got Mike Tedstone. Hi all, looks great, but very fiddly. Hi, Mike.
Hi, Mike. Yeah, definitely very fiddly. Well, I'm hoping I have a better night's sleep tonight, guys. Didn't sleep much last night.
Were you worried about something?
No, not at all. I was in a lot of pain, actually.
Ah.
I won't tell you what's wrong with me, but yeah. Sometimes I have to take extra painkillers, and sometimes they work and sometimes they don't. And last night they didn't.
It's all right. In the town where I live, there's a shop that says sells legal cannabis oil.
Oh, I might be tempted to try that actually, Mark, at one time.
Yeah, I had someone at work who swore by that stuff because he had a lot of joint pain and stuff and back pain, and he said it did him wonders.
Yeah, they've recently doubled my tablets and put me on some different ones, and it was all right for a little while, and then, oh God, wearing off.
So does that look all right?
Yeah, that looks fine.
Perfect. Yeah. So you still got a step to do in step 8, and that's put pipes 4 over pipes 5.
Okay.
into the notches as the description shows. So same procedure as before, over the middle there, and down into the black holes.
Oh, sorry, I'm off camera. Do
That's
shout
all right.
I'm off camera because
That's all right. We forgive you because we know how fiddly these bits are. And it looks like they only just go in there, doesn't it?
yeah, this. Do you know what I'm finding? That the left-hand side of me down here is harder to get in.
Yeah.
Because the holes sort of go in more that way rather than straight down.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's where. I don't really know the reason for that, to be honest.
No.
Okay.
Okay. So that moves us on to step 9. And step 9, it says the free ends of the pipe sections 5 and 6 fit into the last 2 pairs of holes in 901 and 902. One at a time, glue them in place, holding each one with tweezers until the glue has dried. And then it says tip. If the rings of the fine pipes 1 to 6 seem loose, one at a time, use tweezers to ease them off the pipe, 1101, apply glue around the recess on the pipe, and then fix them back in place. But I think we'll get these in first.
I don't think I'm going to need to do that because they're not.
They don't seem as though they're moving so far, do they?
They're going to go anywhere. Not with all these in. Come on, you slippery little thing.
You don't want to go in. Okay. Jolly good.
Okay. And then the last one.
And the last one, yeah. It's pipe 6 and into the last hole. And guess what, Horlicks?
I'm just going to add a tiny bit of glue.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're doing.
Just on that end one.
Stop it rocking around.
And there we go.
Okay, well, guess what? My dad was right. Patience is a virtue, and you've got lots of patience, Horlicks, and that is a fabulous, fabulous job. So that's
Definitely.
step 9 completed without any problems whatsoever. Brilliant. I'm really pleased for you, Horlicks.
Yeah, do you know what? I did actually really enjoy that.
Yeah, okay.
I could sit here and make these all day.
Okay.
It was fiddly, but it was an enjoyable fiddly. It wasn't frustrating.
Yeah. Okay. Well, do you want to know the sad news now? If there is any sad news, you haven't finished yet.
No.
So, yeah, we're on step 10, and that spider that jumped out of your hand, you're going to need that next.
Okay.
So,
I'm just checking that is still nicely glued into its hole.
nice and tight, yeah.
Just checking that end in, and it is.
Very good.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Lovely. Lovely
I
job.
just think it's beautiful, isn't it? I could just look at that all day.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I think it's absolutely fabulous.
The
It
detail
really is.
is just
Yeah.
amazing. Okay.
Yeah, I love it. Right. Okay. So step 10, identify the 2 holes on the right side of the engine block, 310, and 2 pegs on the back of part 11.4. Glue the pegs in the holes, noting the positions of the pipe. So we've got to find 2 holes.
So it's going to go this way.
Yeah. So that spider didn't jump off, shall we?
Yeah, that will go into there like so.
Jolly good.
So
Okay, so is that that's obviously a glue in, isn't it? Yeah, it's a glue into the hole. With noting the positions of the pipes. There's a bit of chat, Mark, if you want to bring the chat up.
Yeah. So P4020 says, well done, Eagle Squadron. You certainly gave those blighters a jolly good thrashing. Caramel wafers way too few in the mess. Oh dear. And Dave Mac says, well done, Horlicks. You got through that with no problems at all.
Yeah.
thank you very much. Right,
Caramel wafers all round. Okay, so you've got that in. So we're now on to step 11. And step 11 says the peg on the end of the shortest pipe coming from part 1104 runs upwards and fits into a recess in the right-hand pipe of part 10.9, circled, glue in place, right.
Right, I can see.
It's a case of having to look at both the pictures.
There is a very tiny hole just in that pipe there.
That is tiny.
It would help if the camera was behaving for me.
Yeah, that's very tiny.
Cameras never want to behave when you want them to.
Yeah.
No.
You can just about see the hole in there.
Yeah.
So that I'm guessing is going to be glued.
Yes. Yeah, it says glue in place.
Fleetwood J says, hats off to you. Well done on that build. That was epic.
Yeah, it was. Well done, Horlicks.
Really good.
Right, that's that pipe gone in absolutely fine. You can just see it there, joins onto that one.
Ah, yes, I see that now.
That's glued.
Okay, so we're on to step 12. And step 12 says the lower pipe of the rear part of 11.4 fits into a recess in the detail on the underside of the engine, as indicated by the yellow line. When you are happy with the fit, glue in place. Right, the pipes at the front of part 1104 are not fixed at this stage.
Okay, so yeah, there's the recess just there.
$13 is from Dave. 13 is the correction sheet.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just going to go on to that when Horlicks has finished that.
So that will fit into there. That's gone in really nicely. So I'm going to apply some glue in there.
Are you glad you're doing this model now, Horlicks?
Oh yeah, 100%. 10 out of 10 for me.
Definitely.
And I'm just, I just can't believe that glue has made such a massive difference. That glue is actually going in the bin. Where is it? It's in the bin.
Jolly good.
Yeah, no, that's amazing.
Right, okay. So at this stage then, Horlicks, we're at the correction sheet. And it says, we have added extra parts to this issue to improve the fit of the engine. Unfortunately, the issue was printed and the blister pack was made before the part was ready. Please follow steps 1 to 12 in the magazine and these instructions from step 13. So, according to this, Horlicks, we have some extra parts.
Okay.
And I do believe there was tape to the underside of the blister plaque or something.
Yeah.
And the extra parts are 1111, a bracket, a black bracket.
Yes.
Okay, and then 1112 is 3 km 2 times 6 millimeter screws and 1 spare. These parts are attached to the back of the blister pack. Yeah.
I've got 2.
We've found them already. You've got 2 screws.
There's only 2 in there.
Ah.
I've been done out of a spare.
Yeah. That's not on, is it?
Yeah. Just
so that's a KM 2 times 6 millimeter. So you'll have to be careful not to lose one of them then, because you're going to need them both.
Me lose a screw?
No.
Okay.
Okay, so I think you're going to need your propellers and the front end of your Spitfire from issue 5. Certainly making me work tonight, guys. You are.
So I'm just going to grab a cloth just to rest the propellers on.
Well, I thought you were going to grab a coffee then for a minute.
Well, that sounds like a nice idea.
I was going to say, if you're making a coffee, man's 3 sugars and milk.
Oh, same. I have 3 sugars too.
I'm now expecting in about 5 minutes for Christine to come in and hand you a coffee.
No, she did that 10 minutes ago and I've already drank it.
Yeah, I've just finished a cup of coffee as well.
Where's mine?
Well, we tried pouring it down the internet, but it didn't have much success in getting to where you are.
Actually, no, I shouldn't make fun of people, but I've got to tell you a little funny story.
Go on, then.
Lorraine will laugh. Lorraine at work, she's a complete technophobe. She doesn't know anything about computers. Well, she does. She knows a little bit.
Yeah.
But her other half, Anne, she obviously they're the older generation, and
Yeah.
I recommended they got this HP printer because they kept running out of ink, and I said, well, if you get one of these HP ones, you get the instant ink service. So you get ink delivered through the door.
Yeah.
And I've used them for years. I'm on the free plan actually. Now they don't do the free plan anymore, but I get free ink. And anyway, so they signed up for this thing, and they ran out of ink. And she kept trying to print every hour because they sent her an email saying the ink's on the way. But Anne thought that it filled the printer up through the phone line. And I was absolutely in tears on the floor. I said, what are you on about? And apparently, I mean, Lorraine knew this, but Anne was not having any of it. She said, no, it comes down the line. How else is it going to get to the printer? And, yeah, she was expecting the printer to fill itself up through the phone line. And it just sort of reminded me of that. It was really funny. And that is a genuine story. And this wasn't long ago. It was probably about 2 months ago we had this conversation. She won't live it down because I keep bringing it up. So, yeah.
Oh dear.
If you think you're bad with technology, I don't think you are.
Bless her, Colin. Right. Okay, so this is step 13, and lucky for some then, Horlicks. And take the nose assembly from issue 5, remove the 2 screws holding the motor housing 2.1 and 2.2 to the fuselage 301. So that's the back screws. Yep, take them out.
Easier said than done.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, connotations then of the Routemaster when I couldn't get a screw out somewhere.
So, yeah.
And there we go. Lovely job. Okay. So step 14 is take the bracket 1111 and align the 2 screw holes with the holes in parts 2.1 and 2.2. And the arm of the bracket blue arrow should be at the top. The cable from the motor goes through the loop created by the bracket.
Oh, yeah, I see.
Okay, so the cable from there goes through the loop. Yes, indeed, yeah. Okay, and then step 15 is fix the bracket 1111 in place with 2 km 2 times 6 millimeter screws. Ensure that the cable from the motor runs between the fuselage and part 205 blue arrow. So it like runs down the, that's it, yeah, down there somewhere. Okay, and then you use your 2 screws to fasten the bracket in.
So that's the new screws.
The new screws, yeah, the KM 2 times 6 millimeter screws, yeah. The new screws.
They're just longer, that's all.
Yeah, I never used to drink an awful lot of coffee. And my son said to me one day, he says, how do you make your coffee, Dad? So I said, well, actually, I just put the coffee granules in a cup, sugar, and then boiling water, stir it up, then put milk in. So he says, well, I don't. He says, a guy at work he said, taught me to do it a different way. He says he puts his sugar in and his coffee and his milk, and he stirs that up at the bottom of his cup and makes like a cold coffee, and then tops it up with boiling water. And do you know what?
That's what
Do you know what? That makes it one heck of a difference to a cup of coffee. It really does.
Because when you put boiling water straight on freeze-dried coffee, if it's instant, it burns it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you get that bitter burnt taste.
That's right, yeah.
I quite like having milky coffee, so I'll just stick a mug of milk in the microwave and then put the coffee in. It's really good.
Yeah. Well, and then
Dave, what did you do with the coffee?
What did I do with it? Didn't you? I used to just put sugar and coffee in a cup and then boiling water in and stir it. And then my son said to me, this guy at work had shown him how to make a coffee a different way, which he uses all the time. And he puts sugar in, dried coffee in, and then milk in, and then the boiling water. He like stirs the cup up with the milk and coffee and sugar in, so it makes like a cold cup of coffee at the bottom of the cup first, and then puts the boiling water in.
I always put the milk in first, but I never stir it before I put the water in.
Yeah.
All right.
I always put everything in, and I always put my boiling water last.
Yeah. Well, if you stir that up cold, and then put your boiling water in, it makes one heck of a lot of difference.
And when I was UK, and I was doing it that way, I got told I was doing it wrong. You're supposed to put your coffee in, then your water, then add your milk and sugar.
That's like dialects in different counties, isn't it?
So,
right, Horlicks.
Two fours that we've taken out, so I'm just putting them in with my spares.
Yeah, okay, really good.
Okay.
So we'll move on to step 16. And this is going to be a big step, Horlicks, because there's lots of instruction to this one. There's actually 3 separate pictures as well, to the right-hand side of the page, as well as the main instructional picture. So,
step 16 then is the old step 13.
Yeah, well, let's just have a look at it. Yes, it is, yeah. So step 16 is, by studying the diagrams, carefully identify parts 11.9 and 11.7. Note the position of the peg on the right and the tab circled above, and the left-hand part of 11.9 when it is in the orientation shown above. Loosen the screw that holds part 205 in place to make it easier to fit part 11.9. Fit the peg on the lower end of part 11.9 into the socket in part 205 top right. Check the tab on the other end of part 11.9 is aligned with the socket on the side of the motor housing part G from frame 6.6. As you push the top bar of part 11.9 into the socket at the top of part 205 middle right, the tab on the other end of part 11.9 fits into place lower right. You will need to fit part 11.7 at the same time. See step 17.
I think you definitely need another brew after that.
Gordon Bennett.
Right.
You should put them onto that other green thing on the other side.
So that part you've got in your hand then, Horlicks, turn that upside down.
Yep.
And fit it that way to the green part of the fuselage casing. Sorry, the fuselage framing. And if we've got it right, that should just fit into place there.
That's going to go underneath that black.
Ah, okay, yeah. Makes sense now.
And is that where it said we had to loosen some screws?
Yeah, you need to loosen the screw in
Yeah.
the bit you're putting it into.
That's loose because Adrian at the time recommended, both of you recommended I didn't have to do that. But that might have to be loosened a bit more, you know.
Okay.
So, sorry, I sort of waved off a bit. Is this, do I need to glue any of this?
No.
No, these are going to be, it's like a push bit. And it'll all like click into place, I believe.
Got a little time. Go on, Dave.
Go on. No, you're gone.
No, I was going to do a bit of chat, but you're
go
discussing
on.
the builds. So.
Yeah, go on then.
Okay. So Yorkshire Crafter says, I got told that about instant coffee. I got told about that too. And Mike Teston, I missed those instructions, Dave. Can you repeat them, please? LOL.
Yes, I think I need to hear them again, just so I'm sure.
No.
Right, I think it's gone in okay.
Okay. So you really are making me work tonight, aren't you guys? You really got the whip out tonight on me, haven't you? So yeah, not that I don't deserve it, like, because I maybe do in some people's eyes anyway.
You know what? I reckon Jolly Dave thought this morning, you know what? If we're doing issue 11, I'm not going to put my iPad on charge. So Dave can do issue 11.
Yeah. You knew what you was doing, didn't you? You knew what you was doing.
Okay.
No, the wife uses it during the day and doesn't think, when I come in, doesn't put a bloody on charge. It's really doing to about 5%.
I think Horlicks has moved on to step 17, Dave.
Yeah.
I thought that was in the same one.
No,
Yeah.
that's all right. It's all right, Horlicks, because it did tell you to look at step 17 as well. So step 17 is fit the second frame 11.7 into place in the same way between part 205 and the right hand side of the motor housing. When both sides are fitted, tighten the screw holding part 205 in place. I think it's going to be a case of pushing them in and
Screw them at the same time.
Screw them in at the same time. Yeah, it's going to be a bit fiddly. Unless you can get the whole of your finger across both points. And yeah. So, Horlicks, this is completed work. Oil pipes have been fitted to the engine and frames have been added to the nose of part and shown will be used in future issues, so store them carefully. Note, in the step-by-step instructions in issue 12, the extra bracket 1111 is not shown. So you've got the two end pieces and the two copper pipes you should have left over.
And they are in there.
And they are in there. And that is the end of issue 11.
Wow.
Well done.
They are still a little bit loose. Is that normal?
That's normal.
Yeah, cool.
You remember there's someone on the other side that's going to push up against that even more.
Oh, okay.
When you put the engine in and your back fork, push up again.
Yeah, I see.
Right.
So, yeah, the wire goes down through that new frame in that little cutout, and then it's coming round to this side. And this wire looks very, very short.
Isn't it?
It is.
I think we're going to get an extension for that.
Right. P40F20 says we still need to hear the golden tones of Dave say. So take it away, Dave.
I'm on it. There'll be cuckoos over the white cliffs of Dover. Tomorrow, just you wait and see.
There we go. We've got Dave Mack saying, going to say goodnight, guys. Great build, Horlicks. See you all on the next stream.
Lovely.
Good night,
Thank
Dave, mate.
you, Dave, for joining.
Okay, and in the next issue,
Okay. So in the next issue, we have your next set of parts, a battery box and circuit board are supplied so you can test the propeller motor. We also supply a panel that will support the engine.
Lovely. And I'm not going to lie about it. I've already opened issue 12 right at the beginning and I'm really, really, really glad I did because as some of you were aware, after I did issue 2, I wanted to test it and I did off stream because I was told that issue 12 had the battery part box in it and mine did not work. It got red hot and started smoking. It had no oomph in it at all, so I had to reorder this issue and rebuild the motor off stream, and I'm so glad I did because after going through all this work and gluing all this on, there's no way I could have got back to that without ruining stuff. So yeah, bit strange. I don't know why they would want us to test that in such a late issue when all this is glued.
okay.
But no, really happy with that. So that's what we've got. So we've got that, and this is all dried really nicely.
Yeah.
Excellent job.
Okay. Right, well, I'll do the schedule if that's okay, Horlicks.
Yes, let's go for it.
Okay, so I'm just going to share screen. So the schedule is tomorrow is Horlicks at 6 p.m. and I believe he's doing Spitfire issue 12 ?
Yes, I couldn't get enough of it. I thought, well, depending on how this goes, I'll edit that midstream. But no, I really enjoyed it, and I'm coming back for some more.
Yeah, okay, but that's at 6. That's at 6 p.m. tomorrow, and then at 8 o'clock we've got Penny's Pit Stop, and it says to be confirmed. I believe she's doing some plastic model kit, but don't quote me on that because, like I said, it does say to be confirmed on the spreadsheet. And then on Sunday is Dave's Hobbies, and it's update on Routemasters and new projects, and that's at 8 o'clock on Dave Say's channel.
Ooh.
And then we've got Monday, we've got Chris Davies World, and we've got Ecto 1, and that's 8 o'clock on his channel. And then on Tuesday is Build with Adrian, and he's doing the camper van stage 70 to 75. And that's at 7:30, not 8 o'clock, 7:30 on Adrian's channel. And then Wednesday daytime at 2 o'clock, we have the Paint with Diamond show. And that is on both Penny Pit Stop and Yorkshire Crafters channel. And I believe they have a special guest on Wednesday because Penny's unfortunately cannot make that show. So check that out if you can. And then on Wednesday evening at 8 o'clock, we have the Partwork show, and it's Build the Classic Routemaster issues 109 and 110. And that's on Penny's Pit Stop channel. And then on Thursday, we have Horlicks and we have Routemaster that evening. So that's 8 o'clock. And then on Saturday, we have, hang on, shouldn't that be Friday? It's saying Saturday twice. Right. I presume Friday is Spitfire Horlicks.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I think Saturday is pending.
Right. No, it just says Thursday and then it says Saturday on the schedule.
Oh, yeah, Friday, yeah.
Yeah, so Friday is Spitfire. It does say issue 11, but we've obviously completed that, so I'm sure Horlicks will sort of mend that. Saturday, there isn't anything on the schedule as such yet, but I presume that will be confirmed. And then, that's your week's YouTube.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent job.
No, well, thank you very much for your help. No, that I really enjoyed that actually, and yes, I can. I know now why I'm saying, "Oh my god, this year 11," but actually, no, I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed that. It was good fun.
It gets serious when you put your glasses on, Horlicks.
I had to put them on because I was like, yeah, they're not like mega, like they only give you a bit. It just helps me with the computer and stuff and reading, but they help tonight. So I suppose that's the end of the show. Did you have anything to say, Dave, regarding what's behind you? Your little quiz thing? Did you want to refresh people's memory?
Oh yeah. What's behind me, indeed, yeah. From our show on Sunday, there's something behind me under a tea towel. Can you see it? Yeah, I'm sure you can. What is it? Okay, well, it's very old. It's got windows and it's got seats. So, what is it? It's very old. It's got windows and it's got seats. To find out, join me on Sunday night, and you can see what that is. And yes, it's connected to my hobbies, and yeah, I think you'll be quite surprised at what it is. I actually only know of another 2 in existence, but I could be wrong. But yeah, there we go. So anyway, you'll see it on my show Sunday night, 8 o'clock.
Wow. So there's only 2. So you say there's only 2 in existence? Or
I do know of another 2 that are in existence as well as this one. There could be more. I could be wrong, but we'll have to see.
Yeah, because my original guess yesterday, because as soon as you said it's old and has windows, I thought it was a decrepit old laptop or something. Then oh
dear.
No.
So
it's something to do with transport.
Yeah,
it might be.
Could be.
Last bits of chat before we say goodbyes. P40F20 says more ops for Eagle Squadron tomorrow. Rest well, chaps.
Yeah.
And Yorkshire Crafter says, great show, well done, everyone.
Thank you, Julie.
Yeah, thank you. No, I am really enjoying this, and I'm so glad. It's been a while because as soon as I saw you guys building it, I was like, I really like the look of that. And every week I was watching, and I was like, no, I want to do this. And I was thinking, I ain't got the room for it, but I'm going to find room. I still haven't got room, but I'm going to find room. I might have to do something with where my bus is. I might actually buy some wood, paint it, and screw it into the top to extend it.
That's a good idea.
And then only a little bit, because obviously I don't want too much over because it'll just be uneven. But I don't know yet. I've got ideas, and then maybe slant the bus to an angle, and then I don't know. I'll work something out.
Are you having the base with the Spitfire then?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I think so. Yeah. I think that just comes with it anyway, or is that the extra subscription?
No, that's 100 issues are just the Spitfire. Then 120 you get the base as well. So
right.
I think to build all the electronics for the base.
Yeah.
I don't actually. I'm guessing I've got them come in. Do you get that automatically unless you say otherwise?
Yeah.
As far as I'm aware, yes.
Oh,
yes.
Right, yeah. Okay. I got a bit worried then. I was like, should I have subscribed to something else? But no. Yeah. So yeah, I will have the base because that's part of it, isn't it?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Do its thing. So
yeah. It's down around.
I'm going to move this one. I may have to move the wife.
Ooh, where are you sleeping tonight?
Remember, women invented sleeping on the sofa.
Oh yeah.
In the old caravan on the drive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no. Yeah, no, great stream. Really enjoyed that. Yeah, thanks for your help. Thanks for being so patient. And yeah, I will see you tomorrow for some more. As I say, yeah, tomorrow will be 6 o'clock. That's what I said. So yeah, 6 o'clock tomorrow. Yeah. So I'm going to go through in order I see. So the goodbye. So Mark's mother.
So, wow, what an evening of building that was. Really, really impressive. So, well done, Horlicks. Everybody, come on, give that thumbs up button a press. And yeah, let's get some likes for this video because it truly was impressive model building. So, it's a good night for me, and I'll see you on the next one.
Lovely. Thanks, Mark. And thanks for your help. Dave's Hobbies.
And it's a good night for me. Wow, what a fantastic build it's been tonight. Who better to build it than Horlicks? And yeah, really enjoyed it. And I have a better understanding now of issue 11. And I'm looking forward to getting my issue 11 done now. So yeah, I want to make a start on mine, but as you know, I've got to finish the buses first. And once we get them sorted, then I'll be cracking on with my Spitfire. So thanks for joining us and commenting and everything else. And it's a goodbye from me.
Lovely. Thanks, Dave. We've got Geordie Dave.
Well, it's a good night for me. I've got to say hats off to you, Horlicks, to issue 11 in one go. Brilliant. Just showed you're an excellent model. So good night, everybody.
Lovely. Thanks very much. So yeah, that's it from me. And oh, there we go. Yeah, take care, and I'll see you on the next stream.